So, yeah, images as conversation. Some of you know me. Alexi and I wrote our book, came out a couple of years ago, Going Visual, and we discovered things when we were researching the book that were very interesting, and most of them had to do with images really as communication and media in general as a communication device. So while we were doing the book, people kept asking me, what are you going to do after the book? And I said, well, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's going to have something to do with things that were discovered in writing the book. And so now I have a new company called Apeer, and we've developed a new way to share images, all kinds of media, to look at it, to display it instantly and very, very easily. So thinking about what Bill and Alexi said, that kind of ease of use is really important. People kept saying to us, we'd love to be able to share media in a new way, in a simple way, with groups of people in this kind of seamless environment. And that's what we're going to show you today. My friend Linda Jackson is up in the booth, and what we're going to do also is, you know, the web has really gone from a solitary experience of people looking at their own computers to a shared experience. And so really Apeer is all about that shared experience. So in addition to the main screen, which most people are going to be using exclusively today, we're going to go out and use all the screens here, because really the new relationship, as far as we're concerned, in terms of real communication, is multiple users, multiple people kind of interacting with each other simultaneously. So as soon as I've got my screens, of course this worked perfectly in rehearsal, we'll get going here. You know, the thing that we're seeing, the project you're going to see today was launched, we've been working on it for several years, but was launched about 2 months ago in the commercial market. Our primary users in the beginning are commercial users, as Alexi was kind of making those points about the 3 different things on the triangle. So we're working with advertising agencies, because for advertising agencies, media is everything. It's their lifeblood. And they need to communicate, they need to show it to each other all the time. They need to communicate using video, audio files, and still imaging files. But what I'm going to show you today is kind of broadening out that application to a larger market, because when people look at our application, everybody kind of says the same thing. Anybody could use that. So with any luck at all, we're going to show you how that works. And can we put, oh, we got Linda's up. All right, so on this screen, this is my computer from here. Linda's up in the booth. We wanted to get her up on the screens. And I'm going to invite Linda to what we call a session. So I'm going to say, I'm going to log on to my Apeer. Now I'm logged on to our network, so this is kind of like an IM interchange. I see there's Linda, and I'm inviting her to a session. Now you see instantly we're connected. The moment that we're connected now, we can instantly share media. So I'm just going to go into a folder. Again, this could be any folder on your computer, on your network, and I'm just going to grab a picture, I'm going to drop it in, and then the moment that I do, Linda's got it. And now it's completely interactive. So I sent it to Linda, but she can move it around, she can interact with it, she can zoom in on it, and you'll see that it zooms in on mine immediately. So this is what we talk about when we talk about imaging as communication. This is a seamless experience. Anyone can learn to do this in about a minute. Very, very simple. We have some simple drawing tools because people like to point things out to people. And so I say that we like to kind of play with images and display images. Now, not only can I send an image to Linda, but Linda's sending it to me. And again, this is happening in real time. And then the moment that it's there, any of us can play with it. So I can touch it. I don't have to ask for permission. I don't have to pass the baton. Very, very, very simple. And we can look at it all together, no problem. Now, we support a number of different media types. Let me drop a little movie file here. So I know there's some golfers here, so let me just drop this on. Now, I must say that what we're doing here, so people understand, is we're actually sending this file. And that becomes important later on. You'll see why. So I've sent the file to Linda. And now Linda can grab it and play it. So I think you guys have seen this ad. We work with advertising agencies, as I said. So they like to get quick approvals from clients. Boom. We're watching movies together in real time. Could that be simpler? I don't think so. And again, we can all start it and stop it. So Linda started it, but I can easily hit the pause button and it stops. And we can watch it in real time. We also support audio files. So let me drop a quick audio file on here. Go down here a second. There it is. And again, this could be out of any folder. Drop an audio file on, and that goes directly into a little playlist right here. Here's the playlist. And now I can just click the play button, and Linda and I are listening to music together in real time. So again, the whole idea here, and this is what Alexi and I discovered in writing the book, is that people are using all kinds of media. They're not just using still images, not just using video, not just using audio. They like to use them together. They like to use them in a simple interface, and they like to be able to trade things back and forth without any problem. Linda's playing there with a little, this is a PDF file. So let me grab that. And now what we do is, because we send the file, all these instructions to play the audio, to play the video, to, as you'll see in a moment, change the slides on this little PDF, are happening just like that, because we're only sending a tiny little instruction set. So because you have the file, we can make things happen very, very quickly. So let me click through these slides. So this is a PDF, but this is of our PowerPoint, 4 PowerPoint slides. And you can see, as I click through, we're looking at them together in real time. There's no time delay, there's no lag, because all I'm sending is a tiny little instruction set. Very, very simple. We also have a little IM window on the bottom here, so I can say, hey, Linda, and just hit return, and then Linda can send something back to me. So again, it's really about, as Alexi said, media as communication. Very, very simple. So Linda, why don't we erase those, and then we'll show them a little other application here. So we took some pictures while we were around last night. So let me drop a couple of these pictures on, and again, we're going to share them. I think you'll recognize some people here in real time. That was a good one. I'll share that one of Alexi. That's kind of fun. So I'm sending Linda some photos, and then she can send me some photos. And then we can kind of begin to look at them. And then we have a little thing that we have in our program called a collection. So as we get these photos, as they come in, I can just say, let's make a collection. So I'm going to make a collection. And again, you'll see it'll show up on hers immediately. There we go. And I can drag some pictures into the collection. I'm going to drag this one in and this one of Rudy. And Linda, why don't you drag a couple of them in? And we can do this together. So when we talk about real sharing, this is the kind of sharing that we envision. This isn't like posting something onto a website. Somebody has to go look and find it. Maybe they'll look at it, maybe they won't. This is live, real-time sharing. Now, we had another friend that was at the show last night, and it was Doug Rowan, who's sitting out in the audience. And Doug happens to be a friend of mine on Apeer. I'm going to invite Doug to this session. He's on the wireless network there. And then Doug can join us. And there's Doug. You see Doug's little picture at the bottom. And then Doug had some pictures, I think, from outside. Isn't that right, Doug? Didn't you take a few pictures outside yesterday? So, I think we lost Doug there. We had him, but we lost him. So, anyway, you saw Doug appear briefly there. I think the wireless network may have let him down. Oh, here comes a picture. There you go. There's one from outside. So what I can do now is, if Doug had been on, he would have been able to send some pictures in. Let me see if he got back on the network or not. Hey, Doug, let me try again here. See if we can get you back on. There we go. There's Doug. So, Doug, can you send me a couple of those shots? Beautiful. So again, the whole idea is spontaneously connecting with people, spontaneously interacting with all kinds of media. So here's some pictures from Doug from last night. Those are great. Let me put these into the collection. And then what our collection becomes is a quick slideshow. So again, for people that love to look at things in slideshow format, there we go. We can just click through them, and you can see it's happening on Linda's machine exactly at the same time that it's happening on mine. It's happening on Doug's machine at exactly the same time. And then finally, I want to show you one more thing, and that is I can drag this whole collection off onto my desktop because we've sent these pictures to each other. And now I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to open a little Zoom album creator, which allows me to make photo books. So one of the reasons we wanted to show you this today was because we know a lot of you are very interested in what you can do with things. So in this case, we've just shared those pictures together. There they are. And I can drag and drop them right into a photo book application. And I can make a photo book right before your very eyes. So the whole idea here is that you can actually use our product not only to share photos and have a photo experience, but actually create a product, make a book, do all kinds of different things. So thank you very much.